Dear students, today I will discuss more problems on T statistics. A certain diet newly introduced to each of the 12 pigs. Look at the question, 12 pigs. The sample size is less than 30. That's why T statistics is applicable over here. Resulted in the following: increase of the body weight 638 minus 230 minus 1 1605 and 4. That means 63 means that is the increase, and minus 2 means there is a decrease in the weight, and 0 means there is neither increase nor decrease in the weight. Now look at the question. First we should consider that the diet has no effect on the weight of the pigs. That means look at the H0 I have arrowed it. Actually there is a printing mistake, it should be written over here there that the diet is not effective. First we should consider that the diet is not effective. In the alternative hypothesis, in the H1 we should consider that the diet is effective. Okay, now x values, all the x values have given, that is the sigma x 33. Now sigma x square just simply the square of x value. 6 square 36, 3 square 9, 8 square 30 64, minus 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 0 square 0. Likewise they have done, and the sigma x square is 201 and the sigma x is 33. Now what is the x bar? As we know, sigma x by n. Sigma x is 33 by n. N is number of pigs is 12, that's why it is 2.75. Now the sigma value, variance, estimated variance, estimated standard deviation, root over estimated standard deviation, root over sigma x square by n minus sigma x by n square, n whole square. This is the formula, we already know it. This is the general standard formula of standard deviation, root over sigma x square by n minus sigma x by n whole square. We have got the value of sigma x square 201 by 12. What is the sigma x by n means? Actually it is mean, so that straight away they have written 2.75 whole square. Again I am telling, sigma x by n means actually mean, that's why it is 2.75 whole square. It came out as root over 9.1875, root over 9.1875. Now the test statistics, simply you can write x bar by s. Don't, there is no use to write minus 0, straight away you can write x bar by s into root over n minus 1. S means the standard, s means x bar is 2.75, and what is s? We have already calculated, that is the estimated standard deviation, what we have calculated. Better in the above case where we have written the SD sign as sigma, better you can write it as s. Then what is the formula? 2.7 x, again I am telling, x bar by s into root over n minus 1. 2.75 x bar we have calculated. Now what is s? S is actually root over 9.1875. S means, again I am telling, in case of sigma sign, that is also a deviation sign, you can write s root over 9.1875 into root over 12 minus 1. It came out as 3.009. And actually in this question tabulated value is not given in the above question, later they have given. Look at here, the tabulated value is 2.20, but the what is the calculated value? 3.009. As I have discussed with you several times, I have told you several times, when the calculated value is greater than the tabulated value, null hypothesis will be rejected. So we conclude that the diet is effective. In our null hypothesis assumption, what we have done, we have considered that the diet will not be effective in or helping to increase the weight of the pigs. The diet is not effective in increasing the weight of pigs. Now we conclude that the diet is effective in increasing the weight of pigs. Fine. Now we move on to the second question. In the second question, look at here, there is actually a comparison of data before campaign, after campaign. The sales data of 6 shops before and after a special promotional campaign are under A, B, C, D, E, F. How many shops are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 most probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Before campaign, the sales figure 5328, it may be in rupees, it may be in lakhs, whatever it may be. The data is given. 1000, lakhs, crores, it may be. After campaign, it also given 58, 29, 30, 55, 56, 45. What they are asking, the general question will be that can the campaign or the promotional campaign be effective? Again I am telling what will be our null hypothesis. First we assume that there will be no difference in sales before campaign and after campaign. In other words, we can say that the promotional campaign is not effective. What will be our null hypothesis? Promotional campaign will not be effective. Okay, that's why in this sense what they have given, they have written in a different way, mu x equal to mu y. That means the mean sales or average sales will remain same. X means before campaign, y means after campaign. Or also you can write in this way, the promotional campaign will not be effective. In the next case, what will be happen? Obviously, generally we assume that the why promotional campaign is done? To increase the sale, to augment the sale, to enhance the sale. That's why our alternative hypothesis assumption will be mu y greater than mu x. Okay. Now coming back to the calculation of this is actually as we are comparing, that's why it is known as pair t test. When we are comparing, in that case pair t test is actually applicable. Look at here, x 53, 28, 31, 48, these are given. Okay, x values already given. What is the y value? This is given in the question. Now what they have done, d means deviation, x minus y. Look at the question, 53 minus 58 minus 5, 28 minus 29 minus 1, 38, 31 minus 31, 48 minus 55 minus 7, 50 minus 56 minus 6. Now d square, 25, 1, 1, 49, 36. Okay. Now sigma d. What is sigma d? Very easy. We have already calculated. Calculate with me. Minus 5 minus 1. That is minus 6 plus 1. That means minus 5. Minus 5 plus 7 minus 12 and minus 6. It becomes actually d sigma d equal to sigma d actually it came out as minus 20. Again I am calculating. Minus 6 minus 6 minus 6, yes, minus 6 plus 1 means 5, 5 minus 7 minus 12 minus 12 minus 6 minus 18 minus 3 minus 21. Okay, d bar, very simple. See d bar, what is d bar? That means the average sigma d by n, sigma d by n, sigma d by n. What is sigma d? Minus 21. How many observations? 6 minus 3.5. What is d square? D square nothing but the summation of the horizontal value of d square, 25 plus 1 plus 1 plus 49 plus 36 plus 9. It came out as 121. Again I am telling d square, 25 plus 1, 26 plus 1 plus 49 plus 36 plus 9, 121. N is 6. Now a square, as simple as that, estimated variance, a square, estimated, we have just write down, right now we have done sigma d square by n by sigma d by n whole square. What is sigma d square? 121 by n, n means number of the 6. What is sigma d by n? That means d bar, that means d bar. D bar is how much? 3.5 square. That means it came out as 20.17 minus 12.25. It came out as 7.92. Automatically S will be root over 7.92. That means 2.814. Then the T statistics is d bar by s into root over n minus 1. What is d bar? D bar we have calculated minus 3.5. What is our estimated standard deviation? That is estimated standard deviation is 2.814 into root over n minus 1, 6 minus 5, 6 minus 1, that is root over 5. It came out as minus 2.78, minus 2.78. Again we should consider the mod value. As we are considering the mod value means we are neglecting the negative values, we are considering it as positive values, that's why it is considered to be as 2.78. and what is the tabulated value given here? Look at here, tabulated value is 2.02. this is actually not given in the book. I have collected from the T table. 2.02. You can also find it from the T table, 2.02. Then what happened? The calculated value is greater than the tabulated value, so null hypothesis will be rejected and conclude that the campaign is fruitful. That means the after sales is effective. Okay. Thank you very much. Hope you have understood.